one of the great champions of giving kids opportunities for education here in Georgia is with us today, and there's more than one, but one is getting ready to speak. I see right behind him, serving from the same district, we have Senator Chip Rogers and Representative Shawn Jurgensen, both from, y'all know them? Yeah, these are your friends. And on behalf of this rally today, we're happy to have Senator Chip Rogers to speak to you. Thank you, Senator Rogers.
Thank you, Tony. Wow, what a beautiful day in the middle of May, right? Yesterday was a rough one. It was a bad day in Georgia's history because some people in some black robes didn't take the time to realize what they were doing to the children of this state that are with us today, and more importantly, the children of the state that will be entering school in coming generations. They don't understand, and maybe they need to go back and read their law books, that educational freedom is the key to success in the United States and around the world. Yeah. In fact, this is not a new idea. Edward Everett, an American statesman from the late 1700s, said, "Education is a better safeguard of liberty than a standing army." That is all we're asking for, is the chance to educate our children. We don't need a couple of people, 4 of them, in black robes telling us we can't do it. We've got to stand up to this. You've got to find 120 friends in the State House of Representatives back here, and you got to find 38 senators, and your job starts today. Now, what I want you to do is to keep coming back to this Capitol day after day after day until you find 120 people in the House and 38 senators that will say yes. And if they say no the first time, come back the next day, and then come back the next day, and then come back the next day, and tell them you absolutely demand your charter schools stay open and that you have the choice to send your children where you want.
Yeah.
Now, what I don't understand is those who claim to be for education who stand against charter education, because the statistics are overwhelming and they're undeniable. Statewide, a higher percentage of charter middle school and high school students make AYP. A higher percentage of charter school students serving low-income, or charter schools serving low-income communities in Georgia made AYP last year than traditional public schools. Here's the best one, you gotta love this. Our high school graduation rate in Georgia in the 60s, maybe 70%, but at charter schools, high school graduation rate, 80%. And I want to say something specifically to my friends at Ivy Prep, because wow, what a job you're doing. Listen to this, folks. 90% of Ivy Prep students met or exceeded the standards in English and language arts, reading, and math. We've been talking about better education in Georgia since I was a kid going to school here. These kids are doing it. Why would we take this away from them? It's absolutely wrong. Now, I'll say one more thing, or 2 more things, actually. Number 1, you've heard this before. Elections matter. Now, there was an election not too long ago, and very few people showed up to the polls. In that election, David Namias got elected to the state Supreme Court. I want to say here today, thank God for David Namias.
Thank God.
Read his decision, and he'll tell you exactly what the right call should have been yesterday. And then one last thing, and I want to say this to my friends in the media, and I want to be very clear to all of our people back home that serve on local school boards. If you serve on a local school board that has a state chartered school in your district, I'm asking you and I'm begging you, look at these kids and do the right thing. Bring that school into your local district. Do it immediately so these schools could open up in August and serve all these wonderful children. Thank you and God bless.